Hey,
Hello.
I like your jersey.
Yes, it's one of my favorites.
Yes. Ruth was sitting here not long ago.
Yeah, she cheers for the second place team.
So, this is Songs and Stories of Shiloh. And I have a few questions here for Keith Guy. Let's first start with the first question. How did you come to Shiloh Community Church?
Well, it was just after Ruth and I were married, and we were looking for a church, and you've probably heard this story before.
Yeah.
And we decided to come to Shiloh at that time, and enjoyed it. I knew Bob Cody because I at one time hunted with him, and every once in a while still do.
Yeah.
And we really enjoyed it here, so we stayed.
That's wonderful. Have you been hunting lately?
This past fall, yes.
Yes.
Saw
Catch.
lots, got nothing.
Oh, it's got nothing. That's too bad. But I heard you spared a mama deer.
Yes, she came out and practically walked over top of me, and her two little twins came along behind her, and that's what saved her and them. So
Yeah. Keep the mama alive for
Oh,
the
yes.
baby. And where are you from originally?
I'm originally from Manitoulin Island, up in northern Ontario.
Yes.
I was born and raised there. I'm fourth generation, and they call people that are born and raised on Manitoulin Island haw eaters.
Haw eaters?
Haw eaters. There's a hawthorn tree that has red berries on it,
Okay.
and they make jams and jellies and things like that out of it.
So you're a haw eater.
I am a haw eater.
And you cheer not for the Toronto Maple Leafs.
No, well, it depends. If I am sitting at the TV watching a game with the Toronto Maple Leafs in it, it is for my own safety that I cheer for the Leafs, yes.
That's funny. You must have some fancy snow tires to be from Manitoulin.
I have full-size tires with studs in them,
Yes.
metal pinpoints that keep me on the road, yeah. Illegal in southern Ontario. But
And when did you first become a Christian?
I was 17, almost 18. I was returning home from visiting a young lady whose mother demanded that I was out of the house by midnight. That was
Okay.
pumpkin hour, she called it.
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin hour,
Okay.
midnight. And on the way home, I had just finished, we had a bit of a debate about different religions at her house. And on the way home, it struck me that I needed salvation.
Wow.
And I told Ruth I was driving a car, and she says, not a car. That was a 1969 Ford Galaxy 500. So I pulled over to the
We
side,
were driving a fancy
and it was in the winter about this time of year, in January. And pulled over and called out to God to save me, and gave up my life at that time to Christ.
car. That's so wonderful. That's so
Because I had not led that life prior to that.
Yeah. New life in Christ.
Yes.
Thank you. And what would be a very, very memorable experience for you in your walk with God?
It'd be when I was in college, and I received a letter from someone that I hadn't seen for many years. And he said that he had become a Christian. And he said one of the points in his life that led him to Christ was, he said, I could always remember you showing up at parties. He said, you wouldn't drink. He said, your language had cleaned right up.
Wow.
And he said, but you were still happy. He said, you didn't need those things. And he said, I kept asking people, what is it with him? Because he's changed. And they said, oh, he's one of those Christians now.
Wow.
And him telling me that, and believe me, I was not trying to do anything for anybody or with anybody.
Yeah.
But Christ was able to work with me even though I hadn't actually on purpose done it.
Yeah, you just follow the Lord and people notice.
Example.
Yeah.
is,
That's
I guess,
amazing.
what did it.
Yeah, a good example of Christian.
But he was one of two people that came back and said that was something that they noticed.
I do think that's a huge foundation of our faith is joy.
Yes.
And joy, not like the world has pleasures and happiness, but joy that the Lord gives us.
That's true.
Yeah. And can you share a memory from your time at Shiloh?
One time, Ruth and I volunteered to do a skit for Christmas. And we were left alone, which probably was not the thing to do to get it together. And we had so much fun with it.
Yeah.
And part of it was that she played a little old lady,
Yeah.
and I was a little old man. And I came out, there was a screen here at one time.
Yeah.
And I came out and she said, "Are you home?" And I said, "Yes, I was home." And I was going to get into something more comfortable. So next thing you see is my socks go over the
Oh no.
and my pants and my shirt. And I come out and I was in a onesie. And it was a camouflaged one. And we had so much fun with that.
That sounds like so much fun.
Yeah, and it was all based on Christian morals, values, and
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had a lot of fun. And that's one thing I enjoy about people of Shiloh is
Yeah.
everybody here, like you said, is very happy in the Lord
Joyful,
and shares
yeah.
a good sense of humor.
Yeah, and I think that we need to conscript you and Ruth for this year's Christmas play.
The sequel to the first
The
one.
sequel, yeah. That'd be great. And is there a worship song that you like that you would like to share, as well as maybe some of the reasons of why you like it?
There's, I'd say 3 that I really like. Pass Me Not
Oh yes,
is
one of my favorites.
one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Another one that I like, which you won't find in a hymn book, is Why Me?
Why
and
Me?
it's Chris Christopherson, and
Okay.
he sings it. And both of those are kind of based on looking and finding Christ.
Yeah.
And the last one is something that Herb said,
Mm-hmm.
and I agree 100% with him, is Amazing Grace on the bagpipes.
Oh yeah.
It will move your heart and soul
Yes.
to listen to Amazing Grace on the bagpipes.
Yes, when he mentioned that, I looked that up. It was very touching.
Yes, yes. My brothers told me that if I ever played Amazing Grace at my funeral, that they would personally step to the front and slap me in the casket.
Oh no.
They said, "We will not be seen crying in public."
That's funny. And who would you like to nominate for the next Songs and Stories?
Well, I will nominate. She's a pretty young lady,
Oh.
and she's smart, very modest, a lot like her dad.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Naomi,
Your daughter.
my daughter Naomi.
I am excited to do her interview.
Okay.
That would be wonderful. We'll be coming to see Naomi next then.
Excellent.
Thanks so much, Keith.
Thank you.
Pass me not, O gentle Savior, hear my humble cry, while on others thou art calling, do not pass me by. Savior, Savior, hear my humble cry, while on others thou art calling, do not pass me by. Let me at thy throne of mercy